They should be relieved, okay? They should be relieved that they're not playing later in the week for the 8th seed, all right? Let's see. You were at home.
True.
You approached it like a playoff game, so said LeBron. It was a playoff atmosphere, and it was a playoff game. Let's call it what it is. The opponent was missing probably their 2 best defenders. Their best player shot 3 for 17, missed all 9 of his three-point attempts, scored 9 points, and you needed overtime. Beyond that, they're just a mediocre team to begin with, Minnesota. And you needed overtime to beat them. No, they should not be relieved. Encouraged. They should be relieved. That's it. In fact, and it's not just based on this one game, because I don't do that. But I'm looking at the Lakers.
You don't do that a shot at?
No, no, nobody. I'm just saying I won't make a big judgment off just one of 82 or 83, whatever this is. But it made me start looking at the Lakers like, you know what? I know they won 7 of 9 since LeBron's been back.
Oh.
But who?
Oh, okay.
Chicago.
Here we go.
Minnesota twice, once without some of their top players. Mm-hmm. Houston.
Well,
Phoenix sitting its whole big 4. Utah twice.
Yeah.
Utah was trying to lose.
Yep.
And one of those games went in overtime. The Lakers.
What are you going to say, bro?
They're not as good as being advertised lately.
But what does it mean?
I am Now, I'm going to say this. Because y'all know I say a lot of stuff with bass and with 10 toes down and all that.
Yeah.
I'm not like chest out. No, but I'm going to say something. I'm just saying I'm not like as adamantly as I say other things.
Yeah.
Memphis, I believe, will win this series against the Lakers in the first round. I'm picking the Grizzlies.
A light pick. No,
it's a pick. I got to answer for
the question in a second, but I just want to drill down on this because Chris Broussard is America's most trusted basketball voice. I don't know how. After the Clippers and Nets debacles of the last half decade, but according to Reuters, he is. Mm-hmm. So, prior to on the show yesterday, if we had done picks, you were going to pick Lakers over Grizzlies.
No, I'm not sure. I think the Lakers are. I would have given them a chance.
You were on the
fence. But
I
give Memphis a chance. Like Memphis
is a good team. You were on the fence, and this game pushed you over. Got it. Okay, I understand. I get it.
Close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You were on the fence, and this game pushed you over. So I agree with one thing Bruce said, which was they should be relieved. Because while I actually think in a vacuum, Denver would have been a better matchup than Memphis, it's not a vacuum. And the extra game on Friday, then the travel and going to altitude on one-day rest to Denver, especially once this game went to overtime. LeBron played 45 minutes. That could have been a bit of a disaster for them. Right. And so I do think relief is a good term. I also think there are a half dozen things you can be strongly encouraged by from last night if you're the Lakers. First one is this. LeBron is going to need to be able to be excellent for 36, 38, 40 minutes come the postseason. And he was. Now, he played 45, and he wasn't great for the final 5. But I don't think...
final 15, really.
Well, he hit the biggest basket of the game in the final 2 minutes.
That was his only bucket in the last 15 minutes.
Okay, but I thought LeBron, up until overtime, had played overall a pretty excellent game.
Awesome.
Okay, so we'll get to that. I thought LeBron overall was very good in high minutes. Anthony Davis is going to have to be aggressive and active on both ends. He was. We saw him try to have the best poster dunk of his career. We'll get into it. He caused Karl-Anthony Towns' 5th foul. Next thing. You mentioned Anthony Edwards' struggles. Some of those were self-inflicted. Some of what we saw from, and I think we can show it to you, the Minnesota Timberwolves in the final 6 minutes in the fourth quarter when they went 2 of 16. That's the whole team. In the final 6 minutes and overtime was their own mistakes. Some of it was the best defense in the league since the All-Star game locked the hell in.
The defense was strong in the second half.
That's 3. I said, let me give you a couple more.
Not the lion's
One
share.
is, we have never seen LeBron as a Laker be able to experience home court advantage. he won a title as the 1 seed, but with no fans. The next year, they had minimal fans there. That felt like a real home court advantage and is part of the comeback. And I will say this, we saw, even with the refs having a playoff whistle, the Lakers' aggressiveness will travel to the postseason. You continue to bang into guys. You continue to drive to the basket.
Absolutely.
You eventually are going to get to the foul line. And
they don't. They don't have home court. I agree with that, but they don't have home court.
No, but they will. I'm talking about their games at home that you can. Some teams,
a little new twist on home court.
What I'm saying is we had never seen LeBron play a home playoff game in Staples with a crowd. We did yesterday, whatever, crypto, fine, and I felt it had an impact. For all those things, I think it's a positive. Those are positive developments.
A favorable whistle.
Favorable whistle? Oh, well, we'll get. You know what? We'll get to wild thoughts.
The style of play.
I'm curious about.
Well, as you know, I'm a LeBron fan.
Okay.
And I was rooting for Anthony Edwards because no matter what, they were up 6 at half. I was like, I don't feel good. Then they came out, they're up 11. I didn't feel good. When they're up 15, I didn't feel good. I was like, Anthony Edwards needs to come alive. Anthony Edwards, where are you? Nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a moment for Anthony Edwards that he missed, and I was personally
We both thought he'd have a big game.
Yeah.
I thought that was
35.
Karl-Anthony Towns ended up having a big game. He was the best player on the floor for the first half.
Yeah,
For the
until
first
Austin
half.
Reeves
Yep,
started guarding him. Then what happened?
We'll get to
heck?
more Wolves later.
Austin Reeves blocking up. End of regulation. LeBron drives to the hole. The entire team collapses.
Yeah.
And Dennis hits this shot.
Yep.
Great pass.
Yep.
Horrific defense.
Well, no.
It was not good defense.
Here's the okay.
You
go
got
ahead.
5
Ask your
guys
question.
in the paint.
But you know why that's the defense everyone plays? Because every other I shouldn't say every, most other superstars are shooting that shot no matter what. And not shooting that shot has been an object of massive criticism for LeBron for 20 years. How many guys who are nothing close to superstars do we see every night in the NBA? Tie game, less than 24 seconds left, hold for the last shot. You know what the play is? Brew, there ain't no play.
Yeah.
4 guys on the baseline, dribble, and then take a tough contested shot. LeBron, by the way, does
Shots
that
at Luka.
sometimes.
Yikes.
But that is what everyone does.
Which I hate. I agree.
Everyone should hate.
Yep.
LeBron, right there, made the right play. You know why? Because he always makes the right play. He knows in that spot, if I make this pass and he misses, I get criticized on a manhood level, on a courageousness level, on a fear level, not you took a shot and missed, but you're afraid of the moment. Doesn't matter. Make the right
It's a great play.
And he did it, and these days, any days really, but certainly these days, you rarely see it. And so I know for some reason that has been a controversial aspect of his game, but that was a great play. He collapsed the whole defense, and that's not an easy pass that he makes.
It's a great play.
It was a fantastic play. He had the option of shooting. Some people wanted him to shoot. Karl-Anthony Towns came over, and that would have been tough. He could have tried a reverse layup, would have been tough. The pass was perfect because Schroder was wide open. And I got to say this. The criticism of LeBron not taking these last shots or passing some of them off has always been ridiculous. Because you know who the guy that everybody lifts up as he would always take the last shot. He had ice in his veins. Michael Jordan did the same thing at times. He did it in the NBA Finals.
Yes.
To John Paxson and Steve Kerr. So this notion that only LeBron, and there were smart plays by Jordan. The double nickel game when he came back from the retirement, he passed off to Bill Winnington for a dunk in the last play. So it's always been ridiculous. It was a great play by LeBron.
It's a great play.
Can I expand on this though for a moment?
Sure, of course.
Because where did we lose the thread on it then? Because you're right that Jordan did it. Yeah. Obviously Bird did it. Obviously, Magic did it. Kareem, in his heyday, averaged 5.5 assists a game. You know why? Because when he got doubled, when the skyhook wasn't available, he found the open man. Where we lost the plot, and this I don't blame, I'm not putting this on Michael Jordan, because you're right, Jordan made the right play. But the closest facsimile to Jordan we've ever had is Kobe. And because Kobe as great as he was, Kobe didn't make the right play. Kobe was taking that shot. That's part of what made him great, but that's also was not always the best thing for his team. We then held Wildes. And this yesterday, no, I'm going to ask you a question. Because yesterday we were talking about the finals record thing. Yeah. And I said, so losing in the conference finals is better than winning in the conference finals if you're not going to win the championship. And you said it doesn't make sense, but yes, that's how it works. Don't you see this analysis has always been the same, of fruit of that same poisonous tree? Making the right play is the wrong thing because it's not what we, in our sports movie heroic mind's eye, the guy should have done. Right? Like, we all say that's the right play. That's not the play we want you to make. Maybe last night people are fine with it, but if Schroder misses it the way Korver missed it in Game 3 of the 2017 Finals, of course people are killing him.
Do you think the Wolves missed Rudy there? Like, that's the play that LeBron drives to the hole. Rudy's not there. He would have been in the game. It's a tie game. Maybe take him out for the offense, put him in for the defense.
I mean,
and instead,
the
defense,
lose the game. Now, you're right. Look, they all collapsed, but Towns defended LeBron well. Because I think LeBron went to the basket thinking, I'm likely going to the hole and shooting, but Towns came in with good help defense, so he made the pass. So I don't know if Gobert would have, he would have done anything.
It would have been nice to have Rudy Gobert.
Wildes?
Yes.
I know you're the leader of the show.
Really?
You know what I mean? Wildes, by the way, gets, I'll tweet out the picture later, Wildes gets fan mail, like not budless fan mail.
Oh, really?
Signed pictures in his office. These all things happen. So even despite that, I am going to take ownership for a moment and create a new segment.
Okay. Can I, since I'm the leader of the show, Nick is texting me last night. Your tweets are infuriating.
Your tweets are infuriating, and now we're going to let America decide. And Brew, you can be the fair arbiter, see if Wildes can defend these tweets. New segment we're going to do after every Laker game. Wildes thoughts.
Oh, it's like a Rihanna thing.
Okay, so here's the first tweet that angered me. Kevin Wildes, 3 flops from Anthony Davis in 12 seconds. That was sent immediately after Karl-Anthony Towns' 5th foul. We can show you the video of this. So let's watch AD get ripped to the ground by Karl-Anthony Towns. I think we have the reverse angle as well, which Wildes had seen this and called that. So explain yourself there, Wildes.
Okay, here's my explanation. Bro, suppose you were working at a bar, okay? You were the bouncer at a bar.
Yeah.
And AD comes in, and AD's had a few cocktails, feeling good, to the point where he gets a little rambunctious, and you have to ask him to leave, and he won't leave. Let's suppose you're the size of Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Do you think Anthony Davis would fall down by just putting your hand on him? All of a sudden he's down? Of course not.
Nick.
What?
It was a flop.
Thank you.
Oh, my, was it
Wild.
a foul?
1-0.
There's contact. I would have let it go. There's contact by both of them. But AD, don't you think he does fall purposely?
I think he got over-clutched in the shoulder and his knees buckled.
Clutch sport.
Now,
a little
let me show you this video, Brew.
1-0 Wild.
First to the floor.
That's one for Wild.
Year 20, age 38. Oh, huge play. Let me go get the ball. How did Wildes intake that play? Let's show you the tweet. LOL, Reggie Miller questioning an open field tackle. You called that a open field tackle.
Brew, can I read? I know you have the rules memorized, but let me just, for the audience's sake. A player should not hold, push, charge in to impede the progress of any opponent by extending hand, arm, leg, or knee, or by bending the body into a position that is not normal.
That's
contact that results in rerouting of an opponent is a foul. And does anyone?
That's kind of incidental contact.
Incidental.
No one has the ball.
Right. They're
both
an
open field tackle.
I did think that was a shaky call. Like they're going for the open field tackles way overboard. One
real quick.
I'm
gonna, refute this. If that was reversed, if Taurean Prince was running and LeBron was running and Prince dove and LeBron went flying, do you think anyone would have said, clean play? Good play? Of course not.
I do think Nick would be up here crying foul.
Yes, of course.
Oh, he dove at LeBron's ankles. He tried to somersaulted over his feet.
Listen,
that's what you
don't compare this to Solomon Hill's trapeze act
that
cost LeBron a chance to defend his title. That's not what this was. And Wildes is a big Reggie Miller guy.
with you, though.
So I was surprised that you...
1-1.
LOLing at him. But, Brew, there's only 2 tweets, so it can't be 1-1. Which one was, are you on Team Wildes or Team Fairness and Accuracy in Media?
Wildes went too far.
Thank you.
It wasn't an open field tackle. However,
Wait, what?
Wildes went. No,
What?
if I got to pick between the first one, the 3 flies, the first one, no, I'm with you on the AD
All right.
flop.
Well, all right,
And this
we're doing
one
this
was
after every Laker
arguably a
because
foul.
Wildes can't help himself. He's like, oh, I love LeBron. Let me send 11 anti-LeBron, anti-Laker tweets during the
segment
game.
did not work out well for you.
Back
Back to the drawing board. Wildes and the Lakers win. Wolves next.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.